Welcome to another edition of Dizzarian Plays MMOs. Today, I'm in Elder Scrolls Online, and right where I left off, we're continuing on helping Lord Vivic. He's wanting us to go and investigate these areas and why he's losing power and everything else. In this area, this Alderaan area, this is a gathering place for the Ashlanders, and they're having squabbles. There's always squabbles somewhere, and Ashlanders seem to be a major part of Morrowind. Ashlanders kind of being like outsiders, and they're having trouble with their meetings, and they went in here, and there's this one group called the Red Exiles who are causing problems. So our contact here seems to think that something has gone wrong. So we're going to go up here into the camp of Alderaan. I keep wanting to say Alderaan, but that's Star Wars, not Morrowind. Wonder what we look at. Here we go, inside the camp here. The meeting with Chundala. Notes on the meeting with Chundala, never, and she was the leader who was supposed to be going in and doing things, and wielder of the Sunanar compiled by the scribe Taken. Kunan greeted Ashen Kuldan as so-and-so and so-and-so. This is just a record of, they began the meeting by explaining his plans of the tribunal unification, stressing that there was a place for the Red Exiles in his unified vision, Red Exiles being the ones who were causing problems. This guy demanded to know why the Red Exiles should even consider returning to the tribes that banished them. Kundala appeared thoughtful before he replied, because you are our Ashlanders, and our blood calls one to another. Then Kundala demonstrated the power of the staff of the warband, helped him acquire. He called the staff Shinara. Shinara grants me the strength of a god, Chundala said, striking a stone with the tip of his staff so that the stone crackled like a shell of an egg. Kunda ordered his champion, Gulakhan, to put the blasphemous Akan in his place. But no matter how many times her sword lashed out, it never once touched or pierced Kundala's flesh. What kind of creature are you? He demanded. I am Neverine, Chundala proclaimed, and Kunda, who, oh my god, prostrated themselves before him. The Red Exiles shall be my enforcers, and Yusundas shall be my champion, Chundala declared. Prepare yourself for my return. I have much work for you to do. Where are you going, Neverine? I need time to meditate upon our next course of action. Then I have a meeting with the wise woman Diversi to ratify my claim as the Neverine. Chundala deported, and Gulkan went with him, thus ending the meeting. So it sounds like they might have actually got along, although Neverine, I think so, she's basically declaring herself as a god, which is probably not a good thing. So, made it back here to Sarah, and let's see what she has to say.
You seem to have survived your visit to the Red Exiles camp. Did you find my brother?
No, but I found this record of his meeting with the Red Exiles leader.
Interesting. I never suspected that the outcasts were disciplined enough to keep records such as this. Oh no. I can't believe my brother would be so brazen.
Yeah, he called himself the Neverine. Do you know what that means?
It means that Chodala really has changed. With his newfound powers and rising ambitions, I fear what he plans for the tribes. I suppose you have a right to know what I'm talking about. Take this. I found it among my brother's possessions.
Another scroll? Did Chundala write this?
Chodala discovered new power out in the wilderness, and it changed his view of the world. He writes about it in that document. Now he believes he's a Nerevarine, and incites the tribes, while I try to keep them all from doing anything rash.
And what is this
So our legends say. Nerevar united the Kaima, and forged an alliance with the Dwemer. He died at the Battle of Red Mountain. We believe the tribunal hastened his demise, despite Vivec's claims to the contrary.
But where does Neverine fit into all of that?
The Nerevarine is a promise and a prophecy. We believe that, through the power of Azura, Nerevar will return to unite all Dunmer, House and Ashlander alike, and make Morrowind great again. The returned Nerevar will be known as the Nerevarine.
Okay. You don't believe his claim?
While the prophecy of the Nerevarine can be interpreted as the end of the tribunal, I have always seen it as a prediction of hope and peace. Chodala and some Ashlanders, such as the Red Exiles, favor war. That's not the Neravarian I believe in.
You think Chodala wants war?
He uses in Ashkan's words to plant dark ideas in his followers. Ideas that speak of false gods, lost traditions, and the need for a cleansing war. His words become more forceful every day, but I hope to dissuade him from this violent course.
All right, I'm going to click this What is the Neravarian, just to make sure I understand.
You don't know? I thought... No, you're not an Ashlander, and the House Elves rarely talk about such things. Long ago, there was a hero named Nerevar. He fought alongside the Tribunal, before they claimed to be gods, until they betrayed him.
Aha, okay. So, we need to investigate Brelazar's tower. Wonder where that is at. I don't see it. Oh, I see. We've got Red Exile instructions. She gave us a scroll. Let's take a look at it. My Red Exiles, I need you to infiltrate the mine outside Balmura and recover an item of great importance to our venerated cause to the elevation of the Ashlanders everywhere. Currently, this item resides in the possession of the narcotic cult, who plan to conduct a ritual in the mine to grant the item the ability to channel unfathomable power. Let the cultists begin the process, but acquire the item before they complete the ritual. The item lies in one of the deep chambers of the mine, most likely heavily guarded. Sneak in and steal the item. It has appearance of a staff made of metal and gears. It is necessary to advance to the next stage of the cherished cause. Get the staff and bring it to me, and you will be one step closer to ending your exile and returning to the fold. CC. So, does that not advance our quest?
Chodala stopped confiding in me. Chodala discovered new power out in the wild. All I know is that his new power frightens me. Chodala returned from a sojourn in the wilderness more vibrant, more commanding. He's always been strong, but now he's fearless, practically invincible, and swifter than the fastest Ashlander scout.
And what do you think about his new power?
Chodala says his new abilities strengthen his claim as the Neravarian. I think it's the staff he carries. He had it when he returned, and now it's always at his side. I know it's unreasonable, but I hate that staff. He calls it Sunara.
So, maybe we need to go into the mine, because that seems to be what this note indicates. So, I remembered we went into a mine toward the beginning, and so I'm coming back here just to check this out and see if this is where we need to be, this Sulk ore mine. It does say narcotic cult, which is what we were after, so it might be. Alright, I give up. I don't know what was going on with that and where I was supposed to go or anything. So I'm going to go ahead and do the next part of the Divine Inquiries, which is investigate the Brelazar's Tower, which is way back over here on the other side of Vivic. So I'm going to have to run there and be right back. Okay, so I've made it here outside. There's a waypoint here, and there's the tower. Looks like it's this right here. Yeah. Balazar's Tower. Ooh, look at this place. It's Balazar's laboratory. This is really cool. Look at all this Dwemer technology.
Such displeasure and disappointment. Nothing works, even though every calculation is precise. Now an interruption. How infuriating. Wait. Sometimes the great gear turns from frustration to opportunity.
Yeah, do you know anything about the divine energy?
Divine energy? I'll have you know I participated in Lord Sothesseal's 9 analyses of the exalted enigmas. But we have more important matters. I'm about to determine the correlation between color and time, and I could use another set of hands.
If I will help you, will you answer my questions?
A reciprocal exchange. Interesting, yes. I can see the benefits of such an arrangement. Very well. Just activate the crystals in the proper sequence while I modulate the energy flow. Less chance of an explosion that way.
Alright, I'll see if I can determine the proper sequence. So we've got to have a clue around here somewhere on how to do this, right? Right?
You activate the crystals. Look for pure light, not muddled. I'll modulate the energy fluctuations, make sure nothing explodes. If color confounds you, look at the shape. Fewest sides to most.
Aha.
But the great gift...
There we go. We can do that. So, I'm going to go into first person here. Fewest sides. Well, this doesn't have any sides, so that's probably...
Keep going.
This one has 4, 4, 3, 6 or 8. Let's see. Let's do this one. Oops. Probably this green. Oh, because this one actually has more sides.
One more to go.
Because they're three-dimensional. Look at that. Take a screenshot of that. Take a screenshot. Okay.
Perfect. Such are the benefits of an extra set of appendages. The energy flows freely and without disruption, allowing the rods and the pistons to align in a most pleasing manner. Thank you. Now, why do you want to know about divine energy?
Well, I was sent to ask you about the transfer of divine energy.
Sent? How intriguing. I was just thinking about my former master, Circa Seal, and the experiments we conducted. He desperately sought to understand the power he and his companions attained, especially whether or not that power was temporary.
Did Sothsil reach a conclusion?
Not while I assisted him. He had a tool that he used to drain away minute bits of his own divine energy to store and study. He could extract it and return it as he saw fit. Not sure what became of the tool, but here are my notes from those days.
The notes should be helpful. Can I ask you a few more questions?
More questions? Well, Lord Circa Seal attributed curiosity to intellectual superiority. Suppose I should do the same. Ask, and I will attempt to tighten the cogs of your ongoing education as best I can.
Is this tool a weapon?
Odd question. Is a hammer a weapon? A saw? A Dwemer spring spanner? No, it was just a tool. A device crafted by Circa Seal to aid in his endless experiments. Suppose I could imagine ways to modify the device, but for what reason?
And where's the tool now?
Haven't a clue. Tools have a way of wandering off when you don't stay vigilant. Had a guar that used to swallow tools when I wasn't looking. Glowed for a month until the enchantment dissipated and the tool passed. Should have heard the screams.
Alright. So, we need to, I guess we don't have to do anything else, even though it seems like we should go and find that tool, but we're not. We're going to return to the Archcannon's office in Vivic. The heck?
This requires a considerable amount of effort, so just listen. We have a problem here. Return to my office immediately.
Yeah, that's where I was going. Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing. Alright, so I'm back in Vivic City, and here's the Archon Tarvis.
At last. Did you see what's happening outside? Red Mountain rumbles louder and more frequently. The sky grows dark, and worst of all, the people are beginning to notice. Soon I'll have to muster the Ordinators to keep them from the palace doors.
Is that an emergency? The people want to see Lord Vivic?
In part. Lord Vivic is not well.
Yeah, I know.
I won't allow his followers to see him in this state. He continues to lose energy, and it's becoming difficult for him to maintain the realm in his usual fashion. Now, what did your investigations uncover?
Alright, well, here's what I learned.
I'll review these documents and present your findings to Lord Vivic. I was against bringing you into this investigation, but I was wrong. Thank you for aiding us. You should go see Lord Vivic now. He's been asking about you. I'll be along shortly.
You're going to go just read the notes? I thought we could discuss what I learned.
Very well. Tell me what you learned at each of the locations, and let's see what conclusions we can come to.
Balazar told me about Solsil's experiment with divine energy. He gave me these notes.
Balazar faithfully served Sothis Seal. He's as loyal to the tribunal as I am. He would never intentionally harm Lord Vivic. But that tool he mentioned... Perhaps one of the priests Vivek sent away could search the temple archives for more information.
He sent away the priest?
Lord Vivek doesn't want his followers to see him in such a weakened state. Only you, Canon Levuel, and myself are permitted into his palace now. Speaking of the palace, Lord Vivek wants to see you when we're done here.
Yeah. The Ashlander named Cholda has been inciting the tribes.
So your notes say, and this Saren assisted you. Interesting. Most Ashlanders want nothing to do with the tribunal. Even so, they rarely become aggressive. I'd say this Chodala bears watching. If we can spare it, I'll send an armiger to Aldrin.
Cholda's newfound power might have something to do with Vivek's problem.
Interesting theory. Perhaps Chodala's staff can steal Vivek's energy. But I have a hard time imagining how an Ashlander could accomplish such a feat. Lord Vivek said the draining has grown more intense since you left. It doesn't look well.
Cultists took over the mines outside of Balmora.
From what you discovered, I dare say there may be a correlation between the narcotic relic and the tool Barrelzal mentioned. And it seems the Ashlander thieves are connected to Chodala. Your evidence points to a clear conclusion.
Cholda is using Somnoraz to steal Vivek's divine energy.
So it appears. Lord Vivek's doing his best not to complain, but I can see how much the draining of his energy has cost him. Just seeing you again should improve his mood considerably. And the progress you made with your investigations, outstanding.
Okay, goodbye. All right, so we need to talk to Vivek, but I think we're going to do that in the next episode, since that seems like a good place. We'll talk to the God King and see what he thinks about all of this. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I know it was a little disjointed, but we'll get back on track with this the next time. So leave any comments that you may have, and as always, if you haven't yet, you really should be subscribed to this channel. I try to put out an MMO video every Monday through Friday, and if you're subscribed, you can get notification of that. So it's definitely a good place to be if you love MMOs. So until next time, bye.